what is the number one action beginner triathletes should make to avoid the injury cycle? Now, the injury cycle to me is that whole system of having a period of good training, getting injured, going through rehab and going back through to periods of good training. Now, the more often you go through that cycle, the shorter the periods of good training. So for beginners, beginner triathletes often come to triathlon because they've been injured in a different sport. So there might be runners, for example, and they started swimming and biking because they got injured when they were running. Now, those injuries are not going to go away on their own. They don't disappear just because you changed sport. What you did was just alter the amount of stress going through that muscle tissue, those joints, and over time the repetition of triathlon will increase that tightness again, and you will end up with either the same injuries or other ones that were contributed to by the fact that you didn't deal with the original problem. So the number one action that you must take as a beginner triathlete, should I say, is deal with the problem in the first place, okay? Make sure your training is geared up specifically for your body and not the pressures of the sport. So don't get drawn into the Stravas and the group comparisons and all that kind of stuff. Focus on yourself, get yourself working properly first, and then you can start and increase the load and increase the speed and get involved in all the rest of the good things that triathlon brings.